So Root and I, we go way back, like way back. Why don't we just show a quick clip as to what happened in season 1 when I first played Root?
I think we click return, we just go for the kill. I think that's what we do. Thanks. We are going to click return. Do not paralyze me. Whatever you do, do not paralyze me. I will take that. Need to make him needed to make, but the power on the Bulu and the roll against the Tauros, I think, were huge. And that crit at the end, I think that just signifies exactly where we were, how our luck went this whole battle. It just never worked out for us. Just never worked out for us.
And yeah, quarterfinals knocked us out. No, we have beaten Root since, but like, never in playoffs. Still kind of for revenge. Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here and welcome to our week 5 battle in the UBL. I'm just trying, the weeks are a little bit off for me. You guys probably know I didn't get our week 4 battle done, so it feels a little bit off when I say week 5, but we're here for our week 5 battle and we're up against Root, coach of the New Jersey Bro Bats. If you haven't checked him out, please do so. He's an awesome content creator. He's been in the UBL since day 1. Like, you know, and he's entertaining. His battles are always, like, you never know what could happen in them, like, you know, and he always brings like really cool creative stuff, and he's very logical with his prep. That's the way I always find it. He always, like, he comes up with a plan, he tries to execute it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I always find that he's often overlooked most of the time when people talk about like how good he is. I don't think people rate him as highly as they should. So Root's going to be a very difficult battle, and obviously I always have a good bit of back and forth with him. But I'm going in low key here into this battle. I would love to say, oh, we're going to smash him, whatever, but honestly, given our Wi-Fi record, it's not great. Like, if we can kind of go on a little bit more of a roll Wi-Fi wise and start picking up a few wins, I'd be all for it. But I'm just like, it just hasn't happened to click for us on the Switch this gen. So until we start racking up a few more W's, you know, modest Irish here in the UBL for the time being. Want to go low key, want to go underneath the radar. But yeah, Root's team, as you can see for me here now, consists of Xatu, Lilligant, Alolan Persian, Rotom, Garbodor, Kingler, Pinsir, Gabite, Clink Clang, and Magmar. Now Root might tell you guys in his video, either in his draft recap or even in this video, that I sniped him of everything, right? Now that's a load of nonsense, right? Because he sniped me. He sniped me a Kingler, he sniped me of Magmar. So, you know, he got as good as he gave, right? Essentially, that's the way I look at it. So, you know, tough titties, that's all I gotta say to Root. But he still got a very scary team despite the sniping. Xatu, look, granted, like, we have to remember we're down the low tiers here. Xatu is much more a bigger threat with the cosmic power kind of stuff knocking around. Lilligant with Quiverance, much more big of a threat, despite the lack of coverage. The Alolan Persian is a nuisance for our team. It's just an absolute nuisance, considering the fact that we have like a Frostlass. Like, it's just a problem. Like, it outspeeds our team. Our team is built around that psychic, dark, ghost, and fighting kind of core knocking around, like, you know, and the fact that the Alolan Persian is able to take and tank so many hits and then just get like them parry shots off and just outspeed the whole team is a nuisance. Kingler is a bona fide threat, and Root has won low tier leagues with a double dancing Kingler. I've seen him do it. I know it's in his arsenal. He loves bringing it. It's a threat, you know, which is an absolute problem. And Root's very familiar with the Pinsir, for instance, and the Garbodor. He's used Pinsir in his last UBL run and used it relatively like often. I wouldn't say it's every week, but I say he used like 4 times out of 9 weeks or 3 times out of 9 weeks, so he knows it. He brings rocks on it. Garbodor is able to get free toxic spikes against us. So he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox that he's able to play with, but hopefully I can throw a monkey wrench in there and spoil his plans. So with that being said, let me show you our team. First up, I'm bringing Disaster, our Absol this week, rocking out the Choice Scarf, rocking out the Super Luck ability with Nice Slash, Knockoff, Close Combat, and Baton Pass as our moveset. The idea here is that the combination of Super Luck being our ability that would increase our critical hit rate, and Nice Slash being a high crit move, would mean that 50% of the time Nice Slash is going to land a crit, which is absolutely fantastic. So if we're dealing with like a Cosmic Power Xatu, which he has bought this season, we could just break through that very, very easily. And then outside of his Alolan Persian, he hasn't got too much that wants to deal with it. Granted, Flame Body Magmar isn't a problem, but I think we're fairly okay with the fact that, you know, he hasn't got much to say but just want to be taking too many nice lashes, and hopefully Absol will be able to kind of come in here and just, you know, click nice slash and just keep spamming it for most of the game. Knockoff is there as a nice utility move, just to be able to like spam that and get rid of some items. Close Combat is definitely low on Persian, and then the Baton Pass is just a quick pivoting move. EV wise, I'm bringing enough speed to outspeed the low on Persian, and that means I can run the Adamant Nature, so we're hitting all that much harder. 24 HP, so I have an odd number, and then I have 4 in the rest of my stats, because I got 12 spare EVs and I level 50. There's no point 0.8 into a stat, because it just doesn't give you a boost at all. So 4 in defense, 4 in special attack, 4 in special defense. That's all I need, and that's what we're rocking out with. You could argue you should put 12 here in SPDF, because that'll bump this up to 82, but I haven't gendered that way. Looking back, I probably should have. But it's minuscule difference, so I'm not gonna whinge about it. But yeah, if someone mentions that in the comment section, yeah, you're right. Next up, we're rocking out with Banshee, our Frostlass. You see me use this, you know what the story is. It's rocking spikes, it's rocking Dual Stab. It's going to rock a status move to just be a nuisance as well, and that's exactly what we're doing. Spike, Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and Will-O-Wisp is the moveset. What's really cool about this week is that I don't have anything to deal with in like the 100 speed tier, so I'm actually, and it's very nice the way this the speed tiers line up with Xatu, that I'm able to bring 252 speed and 252 special attack and a modest nature. So Frostlass is able to come in and just hit all the more harder with Ice Beam and Shadow Ball. And you look at his team, there's not much that he actually likes dealing with that dual stab. There's nothing that wants to deal with the Shadow Ball other than the Alolan Persian, but that doesn't want to take Ice Beam, does want to take a Will-O-Wisp. Spike is very free there as well, and Spikes punishes his team a lot. But we have to be very careful that the Xatu lying around. We don't want to be clicking Will-O-Wisp and Spikes when the Xatu is there. So the Frost is able to do a whole bunch of work, and until we can get rid of the Xatu, we have to be very careful how we go about using our status moves. So anyways, fantastic that we got the Frostlass. It's going to do a whole lot of work. Can't wait to see Banshee in action. After Amberine finally I rode a fan again, heavy duty boots. It's just typing, it forces it really. Volt Switch, Defog, Air Slash, and Will-O-Wisp is the moveset. I need max speed to outspeed his base 85 Pokemon. He's got a couple of them. And then I'm putting rest in HP because I want this to be a bulky pivot and 4 in defense. Essentially, you guys, bulky pivot, come in, Volt Switch, Air Slash, and then just keep coming around. I need Defog on this team. I wish I could bring Pain Split. And I was home, like, obviously 4 move syndrome here, juggling what I want to bring, but needed a Defog to get rid of the rocks and the toxic spike stat. He's able to get up against me, but the combination of Volt Switch and Air Slash is just so powerful. It's able to hit so much. And then the Will-O-Wisp, again, once Xatu is gone, you know, it's able to cripple like the Alolan Persian, able to cripple the Kingler, able to cripple the Pinsir. You can't catch my drift here. It's able to cripple a whole lot of things. I know a lot of you guys are probably saying why are you so careful with the Xatu here, like both Banshee and Rotom Fan, both the Frostlass and the Rotom Fan are able to like hit that for super effective damage. But the fact is, like, you have to be mindful of it. Like, if we have to make sure that Root isn't going to be very aggressive, so we have to watch out for that at the early game and see how aggressive he's going to be with that, and then play as to how we see Root because I do not want to get our Frostlass and our Rotom Fan being worn down, and I do want to give him a free spike on our side of the field. So we have to see how it goes and figure it out from there. Next up, I'm in Priya Wishy-Washy, and I have changed it up this week, you guys. I'm rocking out U-Turn, Scald, Protect, and Endeavour. I'm not bringing Sleep Talk, bringing something different. I'm feeling it's scouted. We've got to change up a little bit, so this is what we're doing this week. The moveset allows me to U-turn on the Lilligant, allows me to U-turn on a couple of bits and pieces, especially the Alolan Persian. Just take the hit, move on from it, which is grand. Scald is there to hit the Kingler and the Magmar. Granted, I don't hit the Kingler at all that hard, but Kingler's special defense is so low, and just getting the burn chance would be really worth it. And then Protect is just there to get a little bit lefties recovery, and Endeavour, because when we eventually do get broken, I want to click the Endeavour, and I want to force one Pokemon down low to really low HP where I can eventually kill it, and that's the idea with that. I need to win a max Fizz Def this week. Kingler's a problem. It's a straight up problem. It's just a problem. Like, you know, that's the reason why I was really wanting it. It's got Sheer Force, it's got Sword Stance, it can just click Sheer Force, it can click Sword Stance and break through anything except Wishy-Washy. Now, so I kind of want to bring in Wishy-Washy, click the Scald, bring it down, and it will mean that Kingler cannot just go for I think it was like Rock Polish, but it can double dance, so you kind of get what I mean. I don't want Kingler getting that option or that choice. I want to be able to force it to just click Sword Dance and then pick off the wishy-washy and then bring the Rotom fan to pick it off. That's the idea there. I don't want to be worrying about any other kind of nonsense like that. This also helps with the Rotom Persian, the Pinsir, the Gabite. You get what I mean. It's just a good pivot for us. Next up, I'll bring our boy Bruce the Sock again this week. For me, he's been our MVP. He's been fantastic. I've absolutely loved using him. And as I said in the draft recap, I think this guy has gone woefully underrated for far too long. This guy's a beast. Close Combat, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Ice Punch is the moveset. I'm rocking out with the Lumberry. The reason behind the Lumberry is that if he brings in the Magmar just to sack that thing off and gets the burn with the Flame Body, I want the Lumberry to just heal that off. So I do not want him just coming in thinking he can get that away. I want that Lumberry, cure that. Don't want any of that nonsense. EV wise, I have to bring enough speed to make sure we speed tied the Pinsir. I'm bringing enough HP so that a +1 gear grind from a Clink Clang does less. It never does more than 92%. 92% is the number here, you guys, because if we came in on rocks, we would take 8%. So I need to do if we're coming in on full. So we come in at full, take 8%. The Clink Clang, who may or may not have gone for the shift gear, we have +1, goes to the gear grind. We live, clicks close combat, and we kill it. That's it. That's the plan. So that's the reason why we have that investment there, just in case for that eventuality. And the rest of the 44 EVs are in attack. It's very simple. Like, we don't need anything else. Like, we hit so hard. Like, and if we don't one hit KO it because it's super effective, it's a 2-hit KO. So that's the damage Sock is doing. It's 2-hit KOing something. So we just bring Sock in, click a button, drop the damage, and go from there. And last one is I'm bringing Selena, our Meowstic, making her debut this week. Rocking out with the Twisted Spoon, Nasty Plot, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Thunder Wave is the moveset this week. I am bringing enough speed to make sure I outspeed the Xatu. 252 special attack, the rest is in HP, just to give us a touch more bulk. The idea here, you guys, is that if you look beyond the Alolan Persian on Root's team, you can see it above me. What's the Psychic answer outside of the Alolan Persian? Like, Xatu, but then I got T-Bolt, you know. I could have brought Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, but T-Bolt also hits the Alolan Persian, so that's the reason why I brought the Thunderbolt. But like, I can set one Nasty Plot, and we are 2-hit KOing and 1-hit KOing everything. This also has me deal with Garborder. Garborder is a massive problem, so this fact just gives me a Garborder answer, which is fantastic. Loving that. Thunderwave is there because if he brings in the Alolan Persian on the Meowstic, now I can't make that read at the start unless I'm very ballsy. But if I can bait in the cat and click the Thunder Wave, then all of a sudden the Alolan Persian is slower than Sock. It's slower than Rotom Fan. It's slower than Frostlass. You get the drift there. Like, it's still a bulky Pokemon to have to deal with, but it's not outspeeding my team. So let's bait the thing in with the Thunder Wave and let's just smack it. That's the idea. So hopefully that works. The Nasty Plot, if I can get up to +2, say against the Garborder, we can run havoc then against this team. And hopefully it works. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the team. Let's get up into the battle. Alright, you guys, here we are in the battle. As you can see, Root has brought the Gabite, the Garborder. Hoping he wouldn't bring that, but he did, because it's just the Toxic Spikes are just a nuisance. The Alolan Persian, again, wish he didn't bring it, but he did. Magmar, I had a feeling he might, just because the Flame Body is like useful against me. He's brought the Rotom, and he's brought the Kingler. Now, Kingler is obviously the big offensive threat on his team. It's huge. So, like, we just gotta watch out for that at all, every time. Just gotta watch out for that every single freaking time. Now, regarding leads, he might lead with the Alolan Persian because it will outrun my whole team. It will cause him to just, you know, run absolute havoc against me, and don't really want to be dealing with that. Now, I could lead with my Absol and just get a big hit off. I could also lead with my Sock, get a big hit off, predicting that. And honestly, I think leading with Sock might be our best bet here. And see if we can take out that Alolan Persian first. Because who does he go out into? Like, you know, I could just click the EQ or something. Because if he sees the Alolan Persian, he might go Parting Shot, click the EQ. We can get a hit off on something. I think that's our best bet. I kind of want to force him into going for the Parting Shot. See what happens, I think. That's what we've got to do. Anyways, good luck, have fun, Root. It's a little bit late, you guys, for me, so I apologize if the commentary is a little bit lackluster because I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything through my plays, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, but the alone Persian for me, big threat. Well, like, sorry, it's the biggest thing that's gonna stop me from winning this game, I think. But I would say that, yeah, he does lead with that, which is expected. Who does he switch in here? Maybe the Rotom. He sees I got the Mold Breaker, so he can't just like willy-nilly go into Rotom there. If he does, he's a lunatic. It knows Xatu, so Spikes is free, Willows are free. Loving that. That's the thing that we definitely got to watch out for. I don't really want to go for the CC right off the bat. Part of me wouldn't mind though. I think he might. I don't think he's going to go into Rotom here. I was shocked if he did. What is he going to do? He's going to parrying shot. Who does he parrying shot out into? I think he parrying shots down to the Garbodor, so I'm just going to go for the EQ. Yeah, there's the parrying shot. Yeah. Something had to take that, so might as well be that, like, you know. Now, because it's no Xatu, Meowstic can get her Thunder Waves off, and we can just cripple bits and pieces like the whole time, which is fantastic. As soon as we can cripple that Alolan Persian, it's major, because the Alolan Persian then, while it's paralyzed, can, like, it's not going to be able to free. It's not free. That parting shot's never free for her, for him, for Root, I should say, for the rest of the game. So I'm hoping he goes into the Garbodor. Hopefully we can get a EQ off. We go into our Meowstic. I'm clicking the Thunder Wave then, and hopefully I can paralyze something. If he goes on to the Rotom, that's fine. In comes top lane. That's the Rotom. Oh man, we just got smacked. Like, for me, I wouldn't mind clicking EQ again, because if he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, I'm just gonna hit him. I obviously I lose my Lumberry there, but like I'm just gonna go for EQ again. It's free. If I can get rid of this Rotom, that's great. So I'm just gonna do that. It doesn't need to go for Willow. This thing's dead. I've no problem with the Lumberry being gone there. I'm just gonna take, like, the EQ is just gonna break through this thing anyway. So I'm gonna pop the Lum. Thank you very much. And then that's Rotom gone. That's beautiful. Beautiful. That's fantastic. So Rotom is gone. Let's take that. Take that. Now obviously he's lost his Lumberry, but like, that's one Pokemon that we don't have to worry about for Meowstic anymore. So Meowstic's opened up a touch. We're still -1 attack, so that obviously does suck. But you might want to bring in Magmar here, Kingler here, something like that. Let's see. Kingler's a little bit scary, but we wishy-washy for that. The Gabite. He's not going to bring Gabite. That's a big problem for him. I think losing Rotom the way he did was weird. I'm surprised he just went in. He saw it was Mold Breaker. I break his Levitate. That's a crazy one for me. I don't know why he did that. Like, I would have thought maybe Garbodor, but I'll take the Rotom. Forces Garbodor then to constantly keep coming in here. Toshima is this Kingler. This thing is scary. I ain't going to muck around with this. I'm just going to go out into my Wishy-Washy and just deal with it. If he makes a double, again, Rotom count is gone, so that's another answer for Wishy-Washy. That's dead. But let's see what he wants to do. If he goes for a what do we call it? SD here. I'm just going to click Scald. I just want this thing worn down. Goes for the knockoff. That's fair. Obviously we lose our lefties, but it is what it is. I am going to go for a Scald here. Scald is completely free on this team. Completely free. It's going to withdraw. Move out into Garbodor. Root. The Garbodor. I like the reference. Just going to go for the Scald here. I'll take that damage. As we see, eject button. Okay, that's interesting. Which is gone. So like he's just giving, like he just took 40% there for nothing. He was probably thinking I was physical. And then comes this Alolan Persian. And like, I wouldn't mind U-turning. Because you have to knock off a parting shot here. I'm going to go on U-turn. I'm just going to U-turn. Like, I just don't see any reason why. Like, obviously I get worn down. The Kingler becomes more of an issue. But there's the Dark Pulse. That's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that damage all day there on that thing. Because I can go into Sock and it's a free CC. It's a free CC. Like, What's he gonna do with Garborder, like, you know? 3 CC. Kingler's got knocked off. We see lefties. Like, it's completely, it's totally free close combat here, so I'm just gonna click it. If it goes down to the Garborder, I just go, like, I know it's a jet button, so don't have to worry about Shuckleberry, just go for the EQ next turn. Kingler comes out, there's the parry shot. Again, like, yeah, I might as well attack, but I'm going to be taking a chunk of somebody. If it's the Magmar against the Flame Body, it sucks, but at least we got a little bit more chip on that Alone in Persian. Just, it all helps. It all helps, you know? A little bit more chip. Getting that Alone in Persian gone is beautiful. It's this thing. I'm cool with that. That's a crit. It's not, if that's not a crit, I'm shocked. That's a crit. I was thinking that. It's a crit. I was like, that had to be a crit. That sucks. I'm so sorry, Root, for that. I was expecting as I'm pretty sure we just CC again here. Just take the kill. Or can I just click EQ? I think we just click EQ because in case it goes into Magmar, he might want to save this. But he is actually body slam. He does have speed. EQ. There we go. That thing should be dead. Thank you. Kingdom's gone. Stalk again. Stalk, you are a monster, man. Like, you are a monster. You literally... the amount of crits you get, buddy. Bloody disgusting. In comes this thing. Like... it's disgusting, Stalk. Like, simmer down. Just simmer down. But Kingdom's gone. That's a big threat. Delighted with that. Like, truthfully delighted with that. I could bring in Wishy-Washy here. He might want to teleport. We could bring in the Frostlass. Oh, not Frostlass, sorry, the Rodent Fan. Not a big fan of that either. Honestly, I think I think we can bring in Wishy-Washy here. Like, it's done the work. Like Wishy-Washy, your Kingdom's gone. So the work has been done. Let's bring this bad boy, and let's see if we can get Absol do a little bit of work here at some point. I'm expecting a Fire Blast here. There we go, Fire Blast. It was a ton. It was an absolute ton. We do get burned. Let's let this thing go down. We lose our Scooting. That's the first time we've lost Scooting this entire game. Oh, sorry, this entire season. I'm going to go for an Endeavor in case he misses the Fire Blast. I'm expecting him to have Flamethrower. But if he misses the Fire Blast, I'm just going to grab the Endeavor, break this thing, go from there. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what we want. That's all we got to do. And then, like, we can bring in Sock. Well, Sock isn't going to be outspeeding. Is not going to be outspeeding Magmar at all. We can bring in Meowstick and kick Thunder Wave. Goes to the Fire Blast. That's fair. The crit didn't matter. So you got Wishy. That's fine. Now, I wouldn't mind bringing. Actually, I am going to bring my Meowstick here. I can get a Thunder Wave off. Get a Thunder Wave off on the Magmar. It allows me to bring in Sock to knock it out and not be worried about getting a Thunder Wave off on anything here. If it brings in the Get Bite, it's fair play. But I'm just going to get the T-Wave off. Brings in the Golden Persian, I get a T-Wave off on that. And that thing is just, that thing's shut down. Like, that thing is just like, whatever you want to do to me, it's done, like, you know. So I'm just going to bring in the Meowstick, get the T-Wave off, and then where can I set up the nasty plot? I can get, there's the switch, beautiful. Fat head. That's what I want to see. That's all I want to see. Thunder Wave. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's it. Just want to shut you down. Just want to shut you down. Perfect. That worked a treat. So, with that being said, I think we bring in our Rodent Fan. It's a bulkier pivot. We bring it in. Pivot. Just go for a couple of full switches, entirely free on his team. So I think we just do that. That sucks. That sucks. I feel for him there. Sorry about that, Root. I could air slash here. I think we air slash because he might be dying to go for his parting shot. This is disgusting, I know, but at least it's not a Jirachi or a someone else doing it to you. There's the parrying shot there. He's down to 50. The cat's down to 50%. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that all day, really. I'll take that all day because I think my Meowstic, if I can get it up to +2, in comes this thing. Okay, you probably want to scale shot me here. I'm will-o-wisping you. I'm will-o-wisping you like today. Today, I'm will-o-wisping you today. Meowstic over as we kick that. There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Toxic. Cool. That's just. I know it's toxic, but like, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's nice enough. Meowstic over. What's the Pokemon I'm thinking of here? Over Persian. What I'm trying to figure out is, can my Meowstic over the Alolan Persian? Bear with me. I'm just doing a quick calc. If I can get it up to +2, if I can get up to +2, yeah, it wins. Obviously, you need to wear down the Gabite a little bit more, Magmar a little bit more. Actually, yeah, but other than that, should be kind of good. He went for the Toxic there. Part of me is wanting to be brave and go out into my Frostlass because he can't touch me. I think we will. I think I'm going to be brave and go out to Frostlass because he can't touch me. If he goes down to something else, then fine. But let's see what he wants to do. I'm just going to go into Frostlass. If he switches out and goes into Alolan Persian, I might I think we just go for the Ice Beam and just fully break it. Goes for Step Rocks. Okay. I knew the hazards were going to come. We have it on the Rotom fan. Ice Beam is just looking delish here. Spikes are looking pretty tasty too, because I can just, it just hurts everything on his team. Who do you, Magmar, you're going to bring in the Magmar here, surely. If you bring in Magmar, get a Spike off. I could go Shadow Ball here as well, up against the Magmar. Magmar, if you bring in the Magmar up against, say, Frostlass. I don't know if you got the screw Shadow Ball. He might keep this thing, so we'll go for the Shadow Ball. If he decides to save it, yeah, he did. That's cool. I'm okay with that. We should be able to pick this thing off. That did insane damage. Seriously, Frostlass, chill out, man. Chill out. Chill out. We go on to Banshee again. I think we just click the. I think we just click Ice Beam. Pick this thing off. Goes out into the Magmar. That's fine. There's the Ice Beam. This thing's dead. Beautiful. That's that thing dead. That is fantastic. So that is Gabite, which is burned. The Magmar is still knocking around. T-Wave at any time. Absol has not seen the field of play at all. Like, at all. In comes Root. Like, I think we just go for a... I could be really aggressive here and go out into my Meowstic. But I think I'm just going to go for a... Do I want to go for the Ice Beam here, or do I want to go into Rotom? Could go into Bruce. I'm going to go for a Ice Beam, I think. I think we can be very aggressive. Given the damage that Wishiwashi did to this thing, I'm just going to go for it. Wishiwashi had no investment, so let's just go for the Ice Beam. Down the red, there's the Rock Blast. I'm okay with that. One. Does that stop it right there in its tracks? No, it doesn't. That sucks. 2, 3, 4. Do not get 5. Wait, 5-roll. Actually, he didn't get it. I was just about to say 5-roll would be fair, but he didn't. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball here. Pick this thing off. Garbodor should be dead. Brings in the Gabite. Doesn't care. Brings in the Magmar. I don't care. We're just going to clicking moves, clicking buttons really, and pick this thing off. I think Garbodor. Yeah, you should be dead. You should be dead. Yeah, down you go. Yeah, down you go. Frostlass. Fantastic. Beautiful. That is the Gabite. That is the Magmar. The Gabite looks like it's got Toxic. It's got Rocks. It's not. It's like some sort of utility kind of shenanigans. In comes the Magmar. Like, I could preserve Diff and go out into somewhere. He's going to take a life with the Fire Blast. So I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. and just hit this thing, bring it down to a range where Absol can kind of come in with a nice slash and beat it. There's a lava plume. Okay. That should be upstairs anyways. That's cool. So you get Frost Ass as well. That's fine. Right, who do I want to come in here and clean up? I think we can bring in Absol here. Because the Get Bite has got like no real recovery. Unless it's got like rest, which I doubt given the set we've seen. So I think we just kind of come in here and I'm just clicking. I could click knockoff, but I think we could go for the actually knockoff. I think Scarf knockoff might win us the game, so I'm just gonna go for that. Should do. Down you go. Dead. Choice Specs. I was thinking he was Specs, alright, given the damage he was doing to Wishy-Washy, the Fire Blast. So down goes the Magmar. And then that just leaves us Gabite. We're just going to break through his Infolite. If he beats me, like, fine. I'm not overly concerned. We could just go for the... I'm just going to go for the knockoff. Just break this guy's Infolite first. Switch into the Rotom. It depends on the damage we do, obviously. But switch into the Rotom. Pick it off with the Air Slash. And that should be game. I think that's all we kind of got to do. Because just breaking this Infolite will just stop this Pokemon in its tracks. And we should be picking up the dub. I think that's pretty much it, right? Like, I don't think there's anything crazy here that Root can do with Gabite. Yeah, I've no problem with the rough skin. The burn damage might actually bring him to within range where we... I was thinking he might have that. So you got rest. Cool. 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 That's alright, man. That's alright. That's okay. That is okay. We're just going to go on to Selena. I'm going to set up a nasty plot. And then I'm clicking Psychic. Just as simple as that. If you got the Sleep Talk, that's fine. But if we actually go see Meowstic get onto the field of play again, if you have the Sleep Talk, what are you going to do? Toxic Rocks. Like, yeah, you have an offensive move there. I'm going to go for the nasty plot. And then we're going to go for the Psychic. And that should be that, right? I don't need a second one, I don't think. Up against... If you do break through me, like... That's fine, like, you know, I think we should be good. I'm just going to double check if everything's good or not. Yeah, I wouldn't rate... yeah, it's dead. It's GG's. It's dead. Like, he doesn't have the Evola anymore. Unless he has some wild investment. Like, he should be dead. He does have a little bit of investment. Slick. There's the EQ. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Like, that bite is got like it's not bad, but it ain't hitting that hard, like, you know. Especially considering he had to have like a good bit of investment there to break through, but it is what it is because he doesn't have the Evolite, so he must be Spadef investment. But anyways, that bite is going to be going down. Meowstic got the kill, which is pretty sweet on her debut, and that's the GG's with Root. Awesome, we pick up the win. 4-0, cannot complain. GG's to our Pokemon. Definitely go check him out, you guys. Don't know what was going on with the Rotom there. I think he brought it and he didn't bring a Sock answer. Now, why he didn't bring the Xatu is beyond me. I would have thought Xatu had to go on the team because it just shuts down the Sock, and if you don't bring it, then like we saw there, Sock picked up. Like, Sock was a maniac, Now he had that in the back. Like, the Sock could have came in once the Rotom Purge was done and dealt with that. Frost Ass did the work. Great game. Like I think we just worked out perfectly for us, so I cannot complain. Sock's a monster. Like, he's a monster. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there today. Definitely go check out Root's channel. Link to his channel is in the description down below, as well as all the other UBL coaches. Definitely go check him out. And yeah, what's it called? Link to my Twitter's there. Link to my Twitch is there. We'll be back streaming hopefully in October or late September. Link to the merch is there, all that kind of good stuff. But make sure you click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the bell icon, because that is free and really does help support the channel. And you guys let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.